Okay, so I said that I wouldn't be streaming before I leave for my trip next Tuesday, but hold on. But there's just some important topics I want to discuss. One of them relates to the recent closure of a one-of-a-kind transportation system in Japan. And I feel like it's just really sad that they had to close it. So, we're just gonna start by saying that giving it like giving a brief description of what it was. So, in case you didn't know, there was a suspended monorail service called the SkyRail, which uses gondolas and monorail technology to connect a residential neighborhood with a JR station in Hiroshima. However, that just closed, and it's just really sad because I really wanted to ride it, but unfortunately they due to the weak yen, which is now really weak, even someone I know has complained about it. And he's not even Japanese either. He's American. And also deficits in terms of operations. He had to close it. And it was just really sad. What makes it even worse is that they're going to replace the service, the one-of-a-kind transport service that has worked for the past quarter century, with electric buses. Like, seriously. Are you really going to worship the cotton swab ideology or something? Well, I don't think it's cotton swab ideology this time. It's more like, are you trying to like follow a certain follow the masters of the universe or something? When every country's just switching to electric buses, while abandoning the one-of-a-kind transport system that you had. like if you remember back in January, there was a huge cold snap in the US, if it is United, and I complained profusely about how EVs have a serious problem when it comes to cold weather charging or something. And not just that, but Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, has sold out his state by literally going to Shenzhen and praising the world's first fully electric bus fleet, which is actually north of Hong Kong, a city that has been deprived of its freedoms for the past 4 years now. I mean, the only people I think that I know that are going to China are politicians who got sold out, who sell out their country to the CCP, as well as travel influencers that think that China is some magical country or something. Well, or the PRC, I should say. I have no grudges against the Chinese people, but the CCP is a different story. So without further ado, that took a while. So we're just going to change it to effects only. 1 minute. Okay, it's freezing again. Okay, so let's get started. So first we're gonna look at the article, which is a rough translation from the Japanese original. So it was the only transportation system in Japan. Well, actually, this is actually one of a kind, but it has ceased operations after 26 years of service. So it connected a JR station with a residential neighborhood, and a lot of people visited on the last day of operations. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit lonely, like someone said, who lived there for more than 2 decades. I've been using it for a long time, and a middle school student says it's like the only place in Japan, and he also meant the world too, but there's an indescribable sense of loneliness. So it has been in operation since 1998 as the only suspended monorail with a gondola in the world. And it covers a distance of less than a mile in 6 minutes. And it's also popular because of its steep slope. Many people in the West have branded it as like a scary roller coaster type thing. But now that no one can ride on it anymore, because of deficits and also the cost of equipment renewal due to the weak yen, and a lot of people were sad to say goodbye. So the operator's president said that they were able to finish service without any incidents, and he wants to tell his children that something like this was running over there. But yeah, and then they were also going to display the gondola in the middle of Hiroshima, but they're going to replace the service with electric buses, which, as I pointed out earlier, why do you want to go from this, which is one of a kind in the world, to this? Sorry, I haven't resized the image yet, but you get the idea. Why? So, yeah, I know I'm saying some very dangerous stuff before I go to Vietnam, but I probably might unlist this stream, as well as several other streams, before I leave. So, there's another topic that I wanted to talk about. That's about someone on the internet who basically shared a video about how to back up game DVDs to a hard drive or something. But here's a problem. Many game DVDs came with protection. And without and if it detects that it's using something like a a device to emulate the an optical drive, then it will fail to like start. Same thing with some game CDs from the 90s and 2000s. But what's even worse is that he had the idea of throwing it in the trash after backing it up. I'm like, are you out of your mind? And then there was also one person who commented in that video that said, oh, but I don't care about Blu-rays, DVDs, or CDs anymore when it's literally the age of subscription services. Like I told you, I did talk previously about the crew being, like, not just being delisted, but also owners of that game had lost access to the game due to like Ubisoft's like terrible management or something that basically are disciples of the cotton swab. Okay, why am I why is it also streaming in vertical? Let me check my I'm gonna stop this. I'm not going to I forgot to turn this off. Okay, now my CPU usage is down, so I was all streaming in vertical by accident because I had another plugin enabled. And speaking of the devil, we're going to Tokyo Borer, which is a pretty hard course to get first place in, even for experienced players, because the items just, like, I don't know, it's just, the timing of the items is very bad on the third lap, so you get thundered after the double item box, then you get thundered yet again, and then I'm actually getting coins right now. I know Dry Bones is going to use some mushroom. That's not a shortcut, so I'll run through here. Sorry, it's allergy season right now, so I'm basically defenseless. That's the problem. Because someone could get like 6 red shells and fuck you up pretty hard. Well, that's a different type of fuck up, honestly. But I still won because I used it at a decisive moment. And it's also worth noting that oh, baby park. Gotta really focus on this one. So that might be it for commentary this stream.